It started with a whisper, a faint brush of wind against my ear, as I lay awake in my dimly lit bedroom. The insomnia had been relentless, gnawing at the edges of my sanity. So when I stumbled upon an online support group specifically for insomniacs, I thought I'd found my lifeline. We met every Monday night in the basement of an old community center. The dim flickering of fluorescent lights and the soft hum of a distant generator provided an oddly comforting backdrop to our shared stories of sleepless nights. But as each week passed, I noticed something unsettling. Members started disappearing. At first, it was subtle. One week, Sarah, who often spoke of her relentless nightmares, simply stopped showing up. We all assumed she had found a way to manage her insomnia. But then Mark vanished, and then Lily. The room grew emptier, and a chilling sense of dread began to seep into every meeting. Those of us who remained clung to each other, sharing fearful glances as our numbers dwindled. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong, but I told myself it was just the lack of sleep playing tricks on my mind. It wasn't until I found an old, dust-covered journal tucked away in a corner of the basement that the pieces began to fall into place. The pages were filled with scribbles of past members, recounting their own experiences of insomnia, and then nothing. The entries stopped abruptly, leaving a haunting void that echoed the fate of those who disappeared. My heart raced as I realized that the group's true purpose was not to help us but to harvest our suffering. It was as if the very act of sharing our struggles fed something lurking within the shadows, drawing us in deeper with every confession. Desperate to escape, I confronted the group leader, a seemingly kind-hearted woman who always wore a serene smile. As I demanded answers, her facade cracked, revealing an unsettling, predatory gleam in her eyes. The walls seemed to close in, and the air grew thick with a palpable malevolence. I fled before she could stop me. But every night since, I feel the whisper of the wind against my ear, a chilling reminder that the insomnia was merely a gateway. A door has been opened, and something waits just beyond the edges of sleep.